Hi, I'm Alan Cylinder.
And I'm his daughter, Chelsea Cylinder.
We're Cylinder, and today we're here to talk about the Beanie Bubble. This is about the craze for Beanie Babies and the subsequent bubble that occurred when too many people invested in this crazy collectible.
Yes, and it specifically focuses on the creators of Beanie Babies, specifically Ty Warner, who is the name Ty that's on those iconic heart-shaped Beanie Babies tags, and also all of the women that were behind the scenes and their relationships with Ty Warner and how they actually really contributed to this company but don't get nearly as much credit. Ty Warner is played by Zach Galifianakis, and the three women in the movie are played by Elizabeth Banks, who plays actually one of the creators of Beanie Babies, Sarah Snook, who plays Ty Warner's fiancée.
Had a very big influence on the creation of Beanie Babies.
Yes, and Geraldine Viswanathan plays an office worker who should be getting way more money than she got at the time, because basically she was almost running the entire operation. She was his right-hand woman.
I liked all three actresses. I particularly liked Elizabeth Banks and Geraldine Viswanathan. They're really, really good in the film. This is based on a true story, and they changed the name of the three women, even though what they did in the film is really pretty accurate to the history of the company. But they did not change the name of the founder of the company, who's played by Zach Galifianakis, and that's Ty Warner. And why Ty Warner is not suing over this film, I do not know. Because they couldn't paint him as more of a slimeball than they do in this film.
It's interesting because when you read about him, he's a little more philanthropic than the movie lets on.
Definitely. That's why I don't know why he isn't suing. But
yeah, well, in this movie, he really couldn't be more disgusting.
He's supposedly a very low-key character, so maybe he doesn't even think it's worth bothering. The film itself is extremely interesting and extremely entertaining, particularly because of the actresses, I thought. But it is so sloppily directed by first-time directors that it really shows that they basically didn't know what they were doing. It's a miracle that the film turned out this good for people who were so kind of clumsy in their filmmaking.
The movie goes back and forth between two decades, mid-1980s and the mid-1990s, but it just keeps going back and forth and just keeps switching without any sort of real continuity.
You eventually get used to
Yeah.
it. At first, you don't know what the heck they're doing. Then eventually you get used to it. And when they start doing crazy things with time, it doesn't even bother you because it kind of like, that's what they're doing.
And
so
it also
you just have to accept it.
And it also all comes together. Like the eras overlap and you can see where everybody comes into each part. So it does all come together. It's enjoyable. I really liked it.
I liked it too. It's a husband and wife directing team, and it's their first time they did a feature, although the wife has written some films. And her name is Kristen Gore, and interestingly, she is the daughter of Al Gore and Tipper Gore.
I thought this was entertaining and compelling.
It's weirdly compelling, yes. But it's enjoyable, and it's currently streaming on Apple TV. And I would give this movie 3 cylinders.
I would also give this movie 3 cylinders.
The Beanie Bubble. This is Alan Cylinder.
And Chelsea Cylinder.
Saying, see you with the movies.
Bye.